Type O Negative was a gothic doom metal band from Brooklyn, New York City. Their lyrical emphasis on themes of romance, depression, and death resulted in the nickname the Drab Four. The band went platinum with 1993's Bloody Kisses, and gold with 1996's October Rust, and gained a fanbase through 7 studio albums, 2 best-of compilations, and concert DVDs. On April 14, 2010, lead vocalist, bassist, and principal songwriter Peter Steele died, reportedly from heart failure. Members Kenny Hickey and Johnny Kelly stated in a November 2010 interview with French music magazine Rock Hard that the band would not continue. History, origins, former Carnival frontman Steele, along with childhood friends Sal Abrasato, Josh Silver and Kenny Hickey, formed Type O Negative and signed to Roadrunner Records. Shortly after signing in 1991 the band released their debut, Slow, Deep and Hard. Slow Deep and Hard and the origin of the Feces. Type O's first album Slow Deep and Hard incorporated dragging dirge riffs, maniacal punk metal outbursts, and droning industrial and gothic atmospheres. The songs were long, multi-part theatrical epics, with lyrical topics ranging from heartbreak to getting revenge on a cheating lover, and even contemplating suicide. Back in the States, Type O began creating a new album that was supposed to be live. The subsequent 1992 album was entitled The Origin of the Feces and a warning label was put on the album cover, Not Live at Brighton Beach. Bloody Kisses and October Rust, Type O Negative's third album, Bloody Kisses, was released in 1993 to critical and listener acclaim, and eventually became the first record for Roadrunner to reach certified platinum status in the U.S. Bloody Kisses mostly addressed loneliness and heartbreak, with songs like Too Late, Frozen, Blood and Fire, and Can't Lose You. The organ-driven Set Me on Fire is vintage 60s garage rock, while Summer Breeze covered the 1972 Seals and Crofts hit Christian Woman, and Black No. 1 became the most popular tracks, after having been edited down to radio-friendly lengths. In order to promote the album, Type O Negative embarked on a 2-year world tour. During this time, the band was featured on MTV, VH1, and in Rolling Stone. In the midst of this media blitz, drummer Sal Abrasato quit the band to join another Brooklyn quartet, Life of Agony. Johnny Kelly, the band's drum technician, was therefore hired as a full-fledged member. Bloody Kisses was re-released a year after the original release in a limited edition digipack form, including 8 of the musical tracks from the original and the previously unreleased Suspended in Dusk. Type O's October Rust picked up where Bloody Kisses left off. This album continued to explore themes of sex and sensuality, explored in a humorous sense on the single My Girlfriend's Girlfriend, and then taken much darker with Love You to Death. This record also saw a cover of Neil Young's Cinnamon Girl as well as the fan favorite, Semi-Serene Green Man. While not quite as successful as Bloody Kisses, the album was certified gold in the US, and was the first Type O Negative album to enter the top half of the Billboard Top 200, debuting at number 42. World Coming Down and the least worst of Type O Negative, with the completion of another successful world tour, writing for a 4th album began. In the period immediately following the release of October Rust, resulted in 1999's World Coming Down. World Coming Down debuted at number 39 on the Billboard Top 200 charts. A best-of album followed in 2000, entitled The Least Worst of Type O Negative. Although most songs appear on previous albums, many are unreleased remixes or B-sides of previously released singles. Along with these songs are some unreleased numbers from the World Coming Down sessions, the band's cover of Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath, and a cleaner version of Hey Pete. Life is Killing Me and Dead Again, Type O Negative's 6th studio album, Life is Killing Me, was released in 2003. For this album, the band picked up the pace of their sound from the dirge-full slowness of World Coming Down. Songs such as Todd's Ship Gods, We Were, Electrocute, and I Don't Wanna Be Me convey the band's classic elements of melody, though the song lengths were much shorter on this outing, the longest being the 7.5-minute, How Could She? A list of female character names from television shows. The album includes a humorous cover of the song Angry Inch from the musical Hedwig and the Angry Inch, detailing a sex change operation gone terribly wrong. Type O then left Roadrunner for SPV Records and released Dead Again. Dead Again debuted at number 27 in the United States, the band's highest chart debut to date. They also continued to tour through October of that year, including a performance at the Rock am Ring Festival in Nürburgring, Germany. Peter Steele's death and the end of Type O Negative. On April 14, 2010, frontman and bassist Peter Steele died, reportedly from heart failure. The following statement concerning Steele was released April 15 on the band's official website. In a November 2010 interview with Rock Hard magazine, Johnny Kelly and Kenny Hickey confirmed that following Steele's death, Type O Negative had definitely split up. Roadrunner Records released a box set of all the band's albums for Back to Black Friday 2011, a spin-off of Record Store Day, on November 25, 2011. Each vinyl cover has no text and the origin of the feces uses its original cover art. The box set also contains various bumper stickers related to the band. Soundtracks and covers. Type O songs have appeared in numerous motion pictures, including Blood and Fire on the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie soundtrack, Love You to Death in Bride of Chucky, Rewa, Electrocute in Freddy vs. Jason, and Summer Breeze in I Know What You Did Last Summer. As a result of Howard Stern being a self-professed fan, Private Parts, the album contains pictures of Matchstick Men with the band playing music and Ozzy Osbourne on vocals. Haunted also appears on the Blair Witch Project soundtrack CD. In 1998, Arrow Videos made their own version of the 1922 classic horror film Nosferatu, by simply overdubbing the silent film with a soundtrack consisting entirely of Type O Negative tracks, taken from the first 4 albums. This version is now on DVD from G-View Entertainment, a company that makes budget-priced DVDs. It also has an introduction by actor David Carradine. In other media, the computer game Descent 2 features a shortened, instrumental version of the track Haunted. Additionally, Descent 2, the Vertigo series contains a full-length version of the instrumental. The compilation Duke Nukem, Music to Score by features Cinnamon Girl. Love You to Death in the computer game Blood. Out of the Fire from the Life is Killing Me bonus CD was a theme created for WWE superstar Kane, but was never used. Recently, the opening 2 seconds of I Don't Wanna Be Me were used as a frequent sample in Grand Theft Auto 4, on the Liberty Rock radio station. Most recently, the 2012 video game The Darkness 2 features Type O Negative's Black Number 1 in its multiplayer lobby, played at random amongst other songs. Type O Negative performed and recorded numerous covers. The Doors' Light My Fire has been covered live numerous times, mostly during the 90s. Steele has described the song as probably the greatest song ever written before apologizing for having destroyed it. Seals and Croft's Summer Breeze appears on Bloody Kisses, and Neil Young's Cinnamon Girl appears on October Rust. The tongue-in-cheek Angry Inch appears on Life is Killing Me. World Coming Down includes a Beatles medley consisting of Day Tripper, If I Needed Someone, and I Want You. Other covers include a rendition of Black Sabbath's Paranoid, and NIB. Status Quo's pictures of Matchstick Men with Ozzy Osbourne, 2 versions of Black Sabbath, Jimi Hendrix's Hey Joe. The Beatles Back in the USSR, Deep Purple's Highway Star, and Creedence Clearwater Revival's Bad Moon Rising. A medley of Santana's Evil Ways, Wa Como Va, and Black Magic Woman are also available on the CD accompanying the DVD Symphony for the Devil. The 2007 tour song set started with a cover of Magical Mystery Tour from the Beatles. In the Flesh, originally written by Pink Floyd from their album The Wall, is another song that Type O Negative covered, as they used it as the opening song for their 1999 World Tour. Their version can be seen on the live DVD, Symphony for the Devil. Also on the same DVD, in Too Late, Frozen, the intro began with Jethro Tull's Aqualung. Personnel, former members, Peter Steele Euro vocals, bass guitar, Kenny Hickey Euro guitar, vocals, Josh Silver Euro keyboards, effects, backing vocals, Sal Abrasato Euro drums, percussions, Johnny Kelly Euro drums, percussions, discography, For a complete discography, see Type O Negative discography. Slow, Deep and Hard, The Origin of the Feces, Bloody Kisses, October Rust, World Coming Down, Life is Killing Me, Dead Again. References. External links, official website, SPV USA main page, Type O Negative interview.